You're watching SKST Radio.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio. You're tuned into Small Business Network with Grayson and my new friend, Tyrone Moodley. Hey, Tyrone, welcome to the show.
Hi, Cami. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me on, yeah?
Thank you. I think you're frozen up, maybe?
Am I? Can you hear me?
Do you see yourself?
I see myself, yeah.
Okay. Well, if you see yourself, I think we might be fine.
Okay,
So Tyrone, tell people who you are.
So my name is Tyrone Moodley. I went to the University of Texas at San Antonio. I worked for large companies in Austin, Raleigh, Toronto, and now Waterloo. I worked as a software architect. I founded two companies in the past, the security and edtech space.
Okay.
And right now I'm working on Bevcounter, which is an AI POS software for bars, restaurants, and nightclubs.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about me.
Well, I mean, so what is the AI counter? What is that?
So Bevcounter is different from ChatGPT in that we don't create any stories, we don't write stories, we don't come up with generative AI. What we do is we use any type of camera system. So most bars and restaurants have cameras all over the place, and we take that information, and in real time we audit how many drinks have been made. We count how many, what types of drinks have been made, whether it's a beer, cocktail, martini, and we integrate this data with our point of sale software so that we can help bar owners and restaurant owners know exactly what type of revenue they're making. And we also look for certain things like drinking on the job. So if a bartender keeps on drinking on the job, we provide those type of alerts to the bar owner as well.
So I'm a little confused. So if I'm mixing a drink and I'm serving it, how do you keep count of that? Are you keeping count of the cups, or how does that work?
So our AI, it's a custom AI that's proprietary to us. My partner has a PhD in AI vision, and he's published 3 papers. And part of what makes our software different is we look at the coordinates of the body, we look at the coordinates of the hand, and we look at the type of drink, so the shape of the glass. So if it's a martini glass, we know it's a martini. If it's a beer glass, we know it's a beer. If it's a cocktail, we know it's a cocktail. If it's water, we know it's water, right? So as soon as you grab the particular glass, it knows, okay, you've grabbed the glass, that action of pouring a drink, any type of liquid into the glass. And once the glass is full, that's when we know that that's one drink that should be counted. So we take a video of that process and we link the video with the actual audit log. So on the point of sale software, if you know, okay, 3 beers have been sold, we can link up that information and show you exactly which drinks were being prepared. And when the drinks haven't been linked to the point of sale, that's when the owner knows, hey, I've made 10 free drinks today, and the bartender hasn't rang that up. Yeah.
So basically, this is it's cost effective for the owners. So
exactly.
This should help them out a whole lot.
Exactly.
How cool is that? So do you think you guys will be eventually going into like the restaurants and like McDonald's and things like that to be able to track their beverages?
I mean, if McDonald's want to reach out to us, yeah, we're more than happy to help them out.
So is it only drinks that you can do, or can you do food as well?
We can do food. We can track anything. So we just need to train the AI. That's the first thing that needs to happen. Once it's trained, then we can do anything. So we're actually looking at adding more specialty, like for example, drink spiking. I know right now that in a lot of bars, there's a lot of people that are adding like the Jeffrey Dahmer type of guys that are adding drugs into the drinks. So we can do that type of stuff. We can alert on drink spiking as well. We just have to train the AI to be able to do that.
Wow. So explain to me, what is an AI exactly?
So the AI is at its core, AI is basically a bunch of statistics, right? When you talk about training the AI, you are teaching it to recognize certain things. If it's talking about vision, for example, if you're looking at a graph, it says, okay, what is the percentage or probability that this, like, for example, facial recognition, that this person is me, right? It's there's 99% probability because it's measuring the distance of the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and etc. So it just doesn't know it automatically. You have to train it, right? And the more that you feed the model, the better that it gets trained, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if I wanted, so I'm in a podcast studio.
Right.
How would something like that work for me? We have 3 studios, and if I had people coming in and out, engineering shows, is there a way I could track that?
So you could look at different things like the emotion of your guest. You could track whether I'm smiling or whether I'm curious or upset or cross or upset, mad, and you can do certain things like that. You can count how many words they're saying. You can count how many times they put their hand up and ask a question. It just depends on how creative you get. Like, what type of stuff are you trying to track, right? So we've built this platform that we can actually extend it and add additional modules to it, and it'll just be a simple importation into our main system. Once it tracks that, it sends it to the cloud. Everything's analyzed in the cloud, and it's cheap. It's cheap to host the videos in the cloud and provide that type of analytics there as well.
Okay, so I'm familiar with the AI chat, and so
Yeah.
this
ChatGPT.
is way different from the AI chat.
Yeah, and a lot of AI companies would say, "Oh yeah, we're an AI company," but underneath the hood, it's ChatGPT, right? I mean, even Microsoft is doing that right now. With Bing, they say, "Oh, we've integrated with AI," and but at its core, it's ChatGPT. So
Right.
ours is very different because we've developed this technology ourselves. It's proprietary to Bevcounter, and we've customized it to connect to any IP camera, right? Any IP camera. So as soon as we got that live video feed, it starts going to work, right? You have somebody counting there. It's as if there's somebody in the back room counting how many drinks have been made.
So do you have to be in person do you have to be here in person to install the program, or can you do that virtual?
Yeah, so it depends. So if there's somebody that's technical that can install the cameras, or if you already have cameras and you have access to that feed, then all we need to do is allow you to download our software. So if you have a PC, you can just download the software onto your computer and log in and connect to your IP camera, and it starts counting, right? So it'll grab the data, push it up to the cloud, and get analyzed in the cloud. And then you log in to your web application or your we're about to publish our mobile app on the iOS and Android store. So you can download the app and see all the graphs and analytics, see the videos of each pour being documented. And it's that simple. It takes about an hour to install if we had to go do it, but obviously if it's the borrow, it could be more time, right?
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to learn a little bit more about what type of customers you're looking for.
Oh, great.
Hang tight.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, if you just now tuning in, you haven't tuned in too late. You tuned in to Cami Grayson, the Cami Grayson Show, and I got Cami Grayson and Tyrone Moodley here, who is actually telling us about his real-time AI beverage counterpart, or whatever this machine is called. So Tyrone, tell us what this machine is called.
So at its core, it's an AI auditing tool. Every company on the planet needs to have some type of internal controls. If you're just allowing people to do whatever they want and you're not monitoring them, then it's known 3/4 of everyone would defraud you given the opportunity. So by putting these internal controls in place, you basically reducing the amount of loss for your business.
Wow. Wow. So it's scary to think that you have people that will give away your merchandise, your product, people making extra glasses of shots, and that can essentially kill a business.
Oh, it has. My brother, how it came about is my brother's been a bartender. He works in Scottsdale, Arizona, and he was telling me all the different tricks they do, and why the managers are there watching them all the time. And he's worked for like 6 companies in the past, and 2
Wow.
companies that he worked for actually went bankrupt because the employees were drinking on the job and drinking and giving free drinks away. So if you don't monitor your alcohol, you can go bankrupt. That's a fact.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So this is much needed, much needed. So your ideal customer is who?
So we're looking for bar owners, restaurants, nightclubs, and even stadiums, sporting arenas, anywhere that you sell alcohol.
Okay, nice. And how would people get in contact with you, Tyrone?
So they can go onto our website, bevcounter.com, and on there they can contact us. They can go on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. We're on all the social media platforms as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Tyrone, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for sharing this cool app with us. Bevcounter.com is where you need to go. The information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen here. And Tyrone, can you give us some words of wisdom? If someone wants to come up with a platform or a business close to what you're doing, what type of advice would you give them?
I would say find the right partners, study, hustle, try as hard as you can, never give up, and keep going.
I like it. I like it. Man, it's simple, but it's deep, right?
Right.
Well, again, Tyrone, thank you so much for being on the show. And we wish you much success with your business. And hopefully we can get some people to sign up.
Well, Cami, thank you so much for hosting us. And I wish you good luck in your future.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, until next time, SKST Radio.